Alright, so here we are. While the game loads a bit ungraciously in the background. Here we are in the main space station. I cannot recall what the name is. I'm sure if I visit my quest log, it will pop up. So we are on the Groundbreaker, which is the main, well, sort of space station, sort of ship, something in between. I don't know exactly. And we have a couple of main quests here. Let's start with the side quests. The cleaning machine. You found a non-operational sanitation and maintenance automechanical on the unreliable. If you can get it running again, it may prove useful. Oh, so we have to ask Ada about the SAM unit. So let's go ask Ada. Let's go ask Ada about the SAM unit. This is going to be one of our companions, available companions, so we might as well do it now. Alright, so let's go ask Ada.
Well, I did not expect you back so soon, Captain.
Yeah, I didn't expect me that soon either, but the quest log just informed me you have something important to tell me, don't you, Ada?
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Well, how about telling me about that big fat robot in my in the janitor's closet?
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
Interesting. Alright, talk to you later.
Goodbye.
And I'm gonna find the captain's quarters now and go activate that robot. Let me first, though, mark the quest. The cleaning machine. That's a subtle shot at what this machine can do. Doesn't refer to cleaning floors, of course. More probably wiping the floors with enemies, but I will get to that. So, guessing through here. Ooh, these are my quarters.
Would you like a reminder on when your next shower is scheduled?
Oh, Ada, I never shower. You should know that by now. In any case, Sentry Saber. I don't know. This is the first time I've been in my quarters. Oh, and I can transfer things here. Interesting. But that's not why we are here. We are here to play some checkers. No, that's not why we're here either. Holographic Shroud. Alright. The holographic shroud projects a disguise on you and your companions that gives you access to restricted areas, provided you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. Restricted areas are off limits to unauthorized personnel and otherwise result in being attacked on sight. Alright, I remember this. This is what Vicar Max, I think, or Ada was it, talked about in the ending of the previous live stream. So this is gonna allow us to pass unnoticed, disguise ourselves essentially as somebody else, but it has a time limit. That's all I remember from it. It's useful nonetheless. What is terminal though? We are gonna search for Sam though, that's why we came here for. Alright, so the third and final entry. I'm giving up hope on the delivery. The part is lost in transit and it's not turning up anytime soon. But good news. I heard from a fellow who knows a gal who knows the broker who overcharged me for the information regarding the location of an acid steeper. I can filch. That part, the part was sent to an old storage facility in Roseway. I sure never thought I'd go back to that pit. Good thing Auntie abandoned it years ago. I'll pick it up following this next pit stop. Back to Emerald Vales. Wells wants me to chaperone some person of interest. Detail to come later. Yeah, and that person of interest was me, of course. In any case, now we know we have to go to an old storage facility in Roseway. And third and last entry. Why? Why won't Wells just give the shrink ray to me? Blast him to the depths. Let the record show I did apologize for shutting him down 5 times. Yada yada. I should have commandeered it and thanked him without asking permission or breaking expensive equipment. Yeah. when he said it wasn't ready yet and that even if it were, he couldn't entrust it to someone like me. Alright, the weapon's just sitting there gathering dust, yada yada. Now I have to wait until Wells forgets or thinks he's misplaced it. In the meanwhile, I have been tracking down additional rumors pertaining to others of these science weapons throughout Halcyon. If gossip holds true, my next step will be to check with the black market merchants on the Groundbreaker and in Fallbrook. Alright, so we get another location for a special weapon here. Alright, let's go. I mean, I enjoy reading, but I also got an itchy trigger finger.
I'll lock up behind you.
You do that, Ada. Alright, we got both of them. Let's go. I don't think we got a location for anyone. For any quest. We'll just have to wing it. Oh, there you go. We have one. What's this? The empty man. Oh, that's a security terminal that the Vicar wants. Alright, sure. Let's head there first.
Like grease and unwanted bodies. Just as I remembered.
Oh, hello there.
This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little back bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. Ain't a trick.
Ah, you obviously do. Alright, so this guy, I already know he's a potential companion. Let's talk to him.
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
So I noticed you were in the middle of an argument just about now.
Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs.
Wow, you're that kind of person, huh? Alright, so sure, let's hear your side of the story.
I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
Okay. So you defend the honor of your team, and he doesn't look like that kind of guy. And that's when you resolve your differences like an adult, right? Let's go with the funny one. Oh boy.
Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Oh, so you're looking for a job, huh? How interesting. Alright, so let's see. Got any plans?
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do.
Wow.
Hey, not for nothing. But I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Why? Do you like it? That is me, Captain of the Unreliable.
Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
Are you in a hurry to get somewhere?
Oh, not at all. Just, gonna figure out what to do next. See you around, boss.
Haha, you better get used to calling me boss. I'm gonna be the boss of you someday. Ooh, there's Phineas. So let's see, what kind of crimes has Phineas done actually? Sedition, forgery, conspiracy to commit conspiracy. Oh man, okay. You crack me up, guys. Unlicensed medical practice, destruction of board property. Yeah, all in all, he's not that
Wild
not bad of a criminal.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Oh, I know what's gonna happen here.
Identification, please.
So let's see. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, I don't have an ID. What happens then?
Everybody's got an ID. Oh, let me guess. You, left it in your other pants? I hear that one a lot.
What if I told you I'm a newly thought colonist from the Hope? No. I don't know. How about we lie to him? Or let's go with the truth. My name's Hagen. It's my first time here.
You've got a ship, but you've never visited Groundbreaker. You must have just dusted off from one of those dirt-side outposts.
Sure did. And now we're in space.
Well, welcome to Groundbreaker. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm about to ruin your day.
God damn it.
According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
I don't like the word probably there. How do I get this resolved, my dear man?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
So this guy's name is Udom Bedford and he's got a shiny office. I'm expecting a very slimy kind of man here. So, any idea why my ship was impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Yep, that's me, alright. Okay, so, let's say great, I'll go talk to him and straighten this out.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure, why the heck not?
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Oh, okay. You two have a healthy relationship. What's her shipment about?
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Interesting. Could we use some of these parts maybe to fix our own SAM unit? Just a thought.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
You already did, my friend, but sure, let's ask a few things. I'm looking for someone named Gladys.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
Alright, so can I find a job around here?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. 2 biggest operations are the board, that is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
Well, naturally. I'm looking for something a little more local.
Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
You are twisty and weird. Alright, thanks. How about something long-term?
If you're thinking to make a career here, don't waste your time. Full-time jobs on Groundbreaker tend to be inherited, or go to a fellow crew member's kid. Keep it in the family, you know.
That doesn't sound like capitalism, but okay. So how does Halcyon Holdings work anyway?
Are you pulling my leg?
Come on, man, I'm new around here. Give me the laydown.
You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony. Well, I won't hold it against you. Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the board.
Oh, so the board is actually not a elected government, it's just a bunch of corporations. Good to know. So the board runs most of the system, don't they?
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing base. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
Alright, so let's see. So there's actually a boardroom somewhere with all these company heads in it? Ooh, that's an interesting question. It's like asking, where should I drop my next bomb?
Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself.
Alright, so how does a groundbreaker fit into these things?
Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are.
So actually that's an interesting comment because remember the Hope, our ship, was left stranded. They could have revived every of the colonists, every last one of us, but they chose not to. At first I thought this might be due to, well, financial reasons. Maybe it simply costs too much to revive everybody. But I kind of get a different vibe here. This ship that this guy came on, it was here before the Hope, and they sort of went independent, and probably the board didn't like that. They like to control everything, and they didn't like these guys going independent, so maybe they thought, let's not do the same mistake twice with the Hope. Let's leave the colonists simply sleeping where they are. And maybe that's the reason why I was frozen to start the game.
Glad to help.
I didn't think there were many independent operators in the system.
Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either.
Interesting and good to know. So what do you know about Sublight Salvage? That's the other board company, by the way.
They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilya Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them.
Alright, so that's all I think I need to know about now.
All right.
So what can you tell me about this You Don't Bet For character? That's like the main guy we need to visit in as part of the main quest line.
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
Sounds like a fun guy. So there's a tension between Groundbreaker and the board, huh?
They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
Oh, and that makes me an ally to the Groundbreaker folks, I guess, since I'm gonna be anti-corporate in this playthrough. Alright, let's keep pushing on this issue. Oh, I'm glad it terrifies them, the bastards. Keep pushing them. No, I wanna actually learn why the Groundbreaker and the board just can't work together.
This really must be your first time here. There's no working with the board. They don't share, not bits, people, or resources. You work for them, or you don't work at all. Groundbreaker cooperating now would be tantamount to joining their ranks, and we sure as shit ain't about to do that.
Good for you guys. I'm glad it terrifies the bastards. Keep pushing them.
It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, Maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway.
All right, thanks for the info.
Sure thing.
So, I guess I don't need a drink. See you around, man.
Be seeing you.
Ooh, that's a lot of talking. All right, so, anybody else important we need to talk to? I don't think so. So let's head straight in. What kind of weapons do I have out? Now let's keep the shotgun at hand. Ooh, a workbench. A quest objective requires you to enter a restricted area. If caught inside, you will be shot on sight. Using a disguise will prevent immediate hostilities. How do we do that? I have to go inside here.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
You know, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Who told you that?
Nice.
Graham?
Ah, these guys crack me up. It's funny dialogue.
Carry on.
I'm gonna save. What's this? Ooh, an ID cartridge. That is how we can use it. You have found an ID cartridge to use with a holographic shroud. You will now be automatically disguised when entering the associated restricted area. Oh, interesting. So this is an item that we use automatically. All right, that makes things a bit simple. Alright, so I guess should we just enter this? Restricted access. Authorized personnel only. Okay, so... Alright, let's see. Trespassers will be shot on sight and fined. Holographic disguise activated. Your holographic shroud has been activated, giving you temporary access to the restricted area. Moving drains the shroud's energy. When it runs out, personnel will see and interrogate you. Talk your way out of the interrogation to reset the shroud. It will get harder to talk your way out the more you are interrogated. Alright, so this is a very interesting concept of using this device. That door is not opening. Yeah, we cannot get inside. I don't know what happens. Alright, clearly what I want is inside here, but I cannot get to it, so I guess let's forget it for the time being. I don't see what we can do. Alright, so this side of the area, pretty much uninteresting. Does this open? Ooh. Okay. Check out this view.
The glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Free nuts in it.
Check out this view. Okay, that's definitely nice. So let's try and ask people around.
Rizzo's mock apple cider.
What are you?
Cider. Rizzo's purple berry fudge. A soft sour candy shell around a sweet purple berry flavored scent.
It's just me.
The Lost Hope. Interesting, they gave the ship.
Board traffic. Give tramp freighters more pads. Are there enough tramps in Halcyon to make up the difference? Take another look at that half-empty docking bay and tell me what you think.
Alright, I guess. So it's interesting how they gave the ship's name to a bar. Oh, so this is an inn? Interesting.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time.
That was funny. So, yeah, first things first, I'm looking for Gladys.
Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from.
Alright, so how's life here?
Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown.
I detect a hint of admiration there for the Sublight Company, which is the criminal sort of faction. So how does the groundkeeper keep the board at bay?
Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free.
Oh, so this Junlei Tennyson becomes more important with every discussion we make. So you mentioned Sublight.
Our local garbage collectors. That Lilya Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one.
Yeah, definitely. We heard the other worker talk extensively about that. So do you do business with the Promenade merchants?
Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
No, I definitely want to see the Moon Man. That's he has been plastered in all the trailers for this game. Can't wait to meet him. So I guess we have no other questions to ask. Bye bye. Let's check the rest of the population though. What the heck are you? Alright, you're a named character.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was this your room? I'll just move along. Wait, this is almost certainly my room. That's my underwear on the floor.
You're lying, man. There's no underwear on the floor.
As you were.
Where are you?
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Alright, give me a sec. And I'm back. Alright, so she's the woman we need to talk to because, yeah, what number 1 says here. Phineas sent me. He said you could sell me a nav key to Stellar Bay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
Sure. I could pay 10,000 bits. Oh my god, that's a steep price. Any chance of a discount since Phineas sent me?
Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light on his feet. Real light in the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Laws. Maybe I should charge you double.
Alright, let's not get crazy here. Forget I mentioned him. So tell me about this opportunity, I guess.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
Okay, it was obviously going to be a shady business. So, no qualms here. Let's hear the details.
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Interesting. We have a side quest on the Roseway, so it's definitely good that we get a second one in the same place. So why was Roseway abandoned?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Alright, so maybe some sort of automated message though.
Edna didn't seem to think so, and I trust the dear girl's judgment. Well, maybe not in men, but she knows her comms. So, like as not, someone's been down there recently. And if someone set up shop in Roseway, I'd wager they got something to hide.
Alright, so, if they're hiding something, won't they be liable to shoot on sight? Or if it's a corporate town with something to hide, why the SOS? Yeah, let's go with that one.
Maybe whatever they're hiding went to heck, and now they need a few spare hands to clean up the mess. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
That's some solid thinking there. Alright, so you need someone to snoop around for you, right?
My goodness, aren't you quick on the uptake? I like that. Should you find yourself responding to a certain distress call, and in so doing find yourself in possession of certain valuable corporate secrets, well, then we ought to have a chat over a pot of tea and my famous cookies.
Finally we can get to those famous cookies. Alright, so I'll stop by if I find anything.
Law bless your atoms. Here's a copy of the SOS recording complete with the coordinates. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
Sure things. So any other jobs I should know about?
Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar.
Alright, so interestingly enough, we can still talk about that opportunity she mentioned. I don't know what that's about, let's see.
Yes, dearie?
Oh no, we know everything.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
And we level up one more time, as my ears bleed due to the very loud sound that leveling up makes. In any case, let's level up, I guess. So let's see, we got 10 points. What do we need? We need a lot of stealth because we haven't been able to hack anything. And it gets on my nerves. We really need to start being able to lockpick things. So I'm putting at least 4 in stealth, so that we get lockpick up to 30. Alright, let's slowly level up the dialogue options here. Now we got intimidation at 40 or 30. And let's put 1 point, I don't know. Maybe let's level up engineering a bit. Who knows? Maybe if we get this to 40, it might help. And this to 35 as well. Alright, let's apply this. Cool, now let's go do the other side quest. No, the empty man, that was it. Alright, let's go back to the security terminal real quick. Alright, so let's save one more time. Let's see if we can hack this thing. So where was it? In here, right? Just in case, let me switch weapons.
You're a death hand with a backpack.
Why, yes I am.
Just yank the drive and I'll do the rest.
Alright, remove the data cartridge from the terminal. Let's eject the records data we came here for. Nice.
Now that we have the data, finally find out where the caller I'm looking for ended up.
Alright, let's get out of here. So, how about that quest? Give the data cartridge to Vicar Max. Yeah, sure.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
Alright, so, this all seems awfully convenient, though.
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Yeah, still don't get it, but let's go anyway. And talk to Dr. Wanda Dorset in the sickbay. That might be something that's close by. Yeah, see? That's right there. So let's go do that.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka.
So we're gonna go into, oh, the Moon Man. Hello. Wanted to see this guy.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget.
He sure sounds like he's given up on his life. Oh man. You worked, yada yada. You know what? I gotta go with number 3. I've gotta ask you about the hat, man.
I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division.
So, you're doing alright in there? Oh, wow. Look at this. This is just a list of jokes, right? You're doing alright in there? Speak up, I can't hear you. Where can I get a hat like yours? Enough hat talk. No. Let's go through those. Speak up, I can't hear you.
It's not the best choice! It's Spacer's choice!
I'm crying. I'm crying. Oh, man. Okay. If I could select the same choice yet again, I'll definitely do that. Alright, so, where can I get a hat like that?
You would never ask if you knew what it's like in here. I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice Consumer Relations Choice Specialist. Just keep your nose clean and aim for the moon.
Well, right now, if I aimed for the moon, I would just hit you in the face, man. So, you doing alright in there?
Oh, I'm having a stellar day. And not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as a Spacer's Choice is affordable.
So, Can you actually see anything with that hat on?
I can see all of the top quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price.
Good save, man. Good save. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep with the jokes. I don't care how many the game's gonna throw my way. I'm just gonna use all of them here. How do you brush your teeth?
Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Sprout Wash, Mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development.
Alright. Do you miss eating solid food?
Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them on all of Groundbreaker, or anywhere in the Halcyon colony.
Alright, I don't know, maybe if I keep asking him things like that, I'll eventually break them, and that's really what I'm hoping for here. Do you have to sleep with that on?
Trouble sleeping? Try our Lunar Eclipse mix. That's 2 handfuls of pep pills washed down with a hearty swig of 2-hour energy brew. The blast will send you through the stratosphere, and the crash will knock you out cold, guaranteed.
Let's see. Haven't I asked that? Does Spacer's Choice make you wear that?
Add an additional 10% to your purchase today, and the proceeds will be donated to Spacer Cares, our premier corporate welfare program. At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotional well-being. That's why we put Martin through 6 years of vendor school, only to make him wear this hat.
Oh man, this is precious. I just want to exhaust all dialogue options with this guy. He's just almost ready to give up on life, and I just want to push him over the edge. Do you need me to help you get out of there?
Even if my contract didn't forbid it, I think it's part of me now. Now, are you ready to make Spacer's Choice Lunar Green Moonmouth lozenges a part of you? Lunar Green, the future is spearmint.
It sure is. I'm addressing the man beneath the mask. Are you okay?
Damn it. No slogan for that one. Look, this hat, my job. It may not seem like much to a brave space captain, but they're all that I have. If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Mine can be no worse than someone else's. Now, if we're done with the chit-chat, I hope you don't mind if I make the most of this short life and try to be the best moon person I can be.
Sorry if I pushed you too hard, Martin.
It's fine. I should be stronger than this. Thanks for taking an interest. Speaking of interest, can I interest you in some quality budget goods? At Spacer's Choice, we cut corners so you don't have to.
And he's back to his former salesperson self. Alright, so you work for Spacer's Choice. Ever been to Edgewater?
Heard of it. My orientation aether wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
That would be a terrible smell then. Well, don't go looking into it.
If you did, that'd be good, actually. They could use the help.
And if you do, please don't mention us.
I'd have to go over my contract, but I don't think I'm allowed to leave Groundbreaker. Or this stall. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too.
Alright, so sorry I missed that. So what can I get you? Some soap, yada yada. Alright, let's see what you got for sale.
Have a look.
Whatever. Let's get out of here.